Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm here in Planetbase, the outer space building and economy simulation game where you land on various different planets and try to build viable colonies. And I am here today because I'm working on an achievement, the final achievement, the Hyper Challenger. I've got all the other achievements in Planetbase, but I thought just for fun, I'd like to get the last one. So I have been working on the Dark Moon Challenge, and I'm continuing that one, where I need to get 300 colonists to come out to a remote world which is nowhere near any of the trade routes. So everyone has to work really hard here on this colony, because we can't simply buy things. Now, in our last episode, I cleared some land, and one of the things that I mentioned is that when you save your game and you come back, the landforms will have regrown. But if you have things planted down, they will stay. And so this is an example of that. So I had made all this flat, and because I saved my game and reloaded, it's been a little while since the last time I recorded. As you can see, they're cropping back up, but they're cropping up between my construction areas. And the same is true here for this portion of the base, because there was a big old hill that was here as well. And so remnants of the hill have sprouted up between sections of the base. That's fine. I've got the area that I wanted to build in, and it can just kind of grow up around it. We worked hard to get our meteorite defenses up recently, and we've been having problems with power. So that's why we put up all these solar panels, some of which are still under construction. And I like to keep a ratio of at least 2 power collectors to every solar panel, so I have quite a few power collectors yet to build. Plus, I've been working on redundancy, so there's all kinds of different sites that are under construction. In fact, here, let me see if I can clear this away. I'd like to get this out of the way so that I can just continue where I'm at. My OCD says I will not build around that nonsense. We will simply move it. So one little plant-based trick we can do is I pretend that I'm going to build something someplace, and that causes the game to go ahead and clear that area, and then I can put something else there rather than the form that I had planned on putting up. Well, actually, speaking of which, you know what? Now there's room. Go ahead and put up another power collector here. Power had been so bad that I had to shut down the materials processing plants, so we have quite a stockpile of ore and starch, which needs to be converted into metal and bioplastics respectively. So now that we have more reliable power, the processing plants have come back online, and we are catching up with our backlog. And now I'm just seeing if I can get rid of this in order to that didn't look like it got anything. I'd like to get it under there and clear it. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately our colony has been attacked several times, and so currently I have the starport and the landing pad disabled until I get the construction allocated. Well, I mean, I need to indicate where it is the construction is going to occur, and then I can leave these to be built. Hopefully that's enough power collectors. It's just a matter of how quickly the processing plants here. We can take a look inside, take the top off. So it looks like they are pretty full of ore or starches to convert to bioplastics. It's just a matter of processing time. One thing that has been helpful is that we've been building drill bots so that humans don't have to do the mining. This frees up all the workers that I have to work in the processing plants. And meteorite defenses are doing pretty good when I can keep the engineers at their posts. So, now that I can take a break here, let's go ahead. Let's see. We have things set to 50% workers and 50% engineers. That still seems about right. So I'm going to go ahead and re-enable the starport and the landing pad, and we'll see if we get any more people to come down. Oh shoot, our status is going from excellent down to good. Wonder what people are upset about this time. There's plenty of food. We don't have injured people that have traumatic injuries and aren't being treated. There's plenty of entertainment. Oh, but we did have a power outage recently that was rather severe, and as a consequence, it damaged some of the crops in the various biodomes. So I know that the biological teams are catching up with that, and hopefully with the new solar panels, we should be able to keep up with the power that the base needs. The good thing is that it looks like just about every power collector we have is going to be full going into the night. It's good to see all of these topped up with power. In fact, here's the last one. Let's see if it gets any juice before the sun goes down. Now, although technically night has begun, the solar panels are still putting out a little bit of power, and there are quite a few of them. Oh, here comes a ship. I'm hoping it's nobody bad. Wow, even with twilight, that's enough to completely fill up the power collector. This is great. Oh, and it's an attack. Why? Why do you keep attacking my base? Alright, everybody. Let's take a break. Well, actually, you know what? All I have to do is shut these entrances. The bots can stay out on the surface. Hopefully there are no people out here. And let's see. Oh, that one's still deactivated. I never remembered to turn it back on, so they have no place to go. We don't have any guards and we don't have any weapons. So when hostile people show up, and we know they're hostile because we're outside of the space lanes, so visitors are disabled. Even if we wanted to, we can't get visitors to come down here. So these are basically pirates masquerading as visitors. They're actually hostile attackers. Alright, well, the drill bots will continue working. They don't need to have oxygen. They'll be fine. Although here, we can give these guys a little workout. See, I can turn on the airlock temporarily, let robots out, but I'm not letting people out. So these robots want to go out to go to work, that's fine. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not letting any people go out this airlock. Good, the robots will carry on the surface. Meanwhile, our hostile visitors can just walk around and burn up their oxygen. Here, we can go ahead and let them bring in ore. It's fun. This way we can kind of play ping pong as they go back and forth between the airlocks and use up their oxygen. But we are not letting them inside. We did have one incident a few episodes ago where the attackers actually made it into the colony proper. And unfortunately, the very first thing they start to do is they pull out weapons and start killing people. So I had to take the drastic measure of having all of the colonists come in and fight them, but the colonists don't have any weapons, so that meant that they're fighting barehanded against armed attackers. And, well, we had some deaths as a result of that. Okay, good. We have some more colonists. Hopefully they can get here quickly. So I've got one airlock open, and I have this other one sealed, but the visitors don't realize that, or hostile attackers. So they're heading over to this airlock that they think is open, but they're going to find out that it's not. Here, I'll go ahead and open this one in order to divert them. Good, and my colonists are going to get inside. Hopefully. So our goal is to reach 300 colonists, but I have to watch out. Like I said, sometimes the wrong people land here on my my dark moon, and they have no good intentions. Okay, you better get in if you're gonna get in. Okay, I have to close the door. Alright, let's make them run around. Now, once the hostiles get to the airlock and they give up, then I can open it. Their pathing logic says, okay, well, I'm going to this other airlock, and they're just going to keep marching over there until they find out one way or another whether it's open. So as soon as they leave the airlock that I want to use, I can open it after they leave, and they won't notice that it opened behind them. Come on, get in there with that ore. See, these guys jump the line. You know, they'll shove their way in. Going to open up this airlock. And heck, we can open this one up too. So although we are technically under attack, it's pretty much business as usual. Now notice as these guys are running out of air, they're starting to slow down. And eventually they will succumb to hypoxia and fall down and die. hopefully these are not also hostile. Okay, good. Good call. Ah, and that's a happy sound for us because that means that we can now open up all the airlocks because we don't have to worry about psychotic killers from outer space. So they're still alive, but we're not going to help them. They're slowly expiring. Yes, intruders have been killed. Yeah, one of the things I was mentioning in a previous episode is I always wondered about the logic of Planetbase. It's, you know, imagine being one of these hostile attackers, and you're like, you know, I heard about this out of the way colony, and they're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's no trade routes or anything else, and every pirate and villain that's gone there has never come back. Let's go attack that colony. That's obviously the place that'll be a pushover. The one where no one ever returns from. Not even the colonists that land there. I'm looking at these storage domes and thinking, we probably need more storage. Sure do seem to be doing okay with bioplastics. Metal seems to be the issue. Of course, like I said, the processing plants were down for a bit while we were having power sustainability issues. But now that we can keep the power on all the time, things are a lot better. Oh yeah, all the solar panels are up. Which means, here, let's see. I would think the status would be going up, but yeah, our draw, our consumable is 290 kilowatts, and we're producing basically 1.2 megawatts. So lots and lots of power, and our reserves are going to be completely topped off, at least what we have. There are additional power collectors that are under construction, and so the amount of power that we can store will increase once they are completed. It'll take a little while. We have to process all that metal. Oh, incoming ship. Let's see what we've got. Hopefully you're friendly. Yep. Oh, good. It's another colonist. I don't know why you'd want to come to this planet, but hey, you're welcome to join the crowd. Looks like all the metal processors are working hard. Oh, someone is actually using the non-alcoholic entertainment. So this is the multi-dome, which has well, all kinds of recreational activities. There's the little hamster wheel here, the happy bench. You can do chin-ups here on the bar, or watch TV on, well, all the depressing Planetbase channels. Oh, wait a minute. Did I speak too soon? He looks a little unhappy. Guess he was working out here in order to get a little happier. Bet he ends up going to the bar in the end anyways. Liquid happiness seems to be the order of the day. I wasn't expecting anyone to actually use the multi-dome, especially since it's next to the bar, but who knows? Oh, good. That storage dome is being completed already. Fantabulous. Now, if we can just get these power collectors put up. It's going to take a little bit more metal for each of them, but they should go up shortly. As we add more colonists and various different services, we consume more power. So I'm trying to ensure that we don't have any more power outages during the long nights, because the days are very short here, there is no atmosphere, we can't use wind turbines, so our only source of power is our solar collectors. That's it. Which means we have to make sure to take in enough power during the daytime to last through the long, dark nights. Oops. Someone's landing. All right, good. More colonists. So as we get more workers, hopefully that means that these metal processors run continuously so that we can catch up with all of our ore. Actually, I'm debating maybe I should create another mine. If we are able to catch up on all the ore and process it into metal, I guess we'll need one. And you know what? Let's see what our bot population is. I'm rather curious. Okay, we have 20 carry bots, 5 construction bots, and 15 drill bots. Perfect. Yeah, carry bots are very important because that frees up the colonists so that they are concentrating on their work rather than transporting things around the colony, because there are all kinds of things that have to be taken from place to place. For example, as vegetables are grown, then they have to be taken to a meal maker or to a bar for processing. Starches, of course, head over to the processing plant to be made into bioplastics. Then the bioplastics themselves get taken to things like the laboratory, to the factory, and also to the robotics facility in order to be made into various different products. Although I have to admit, I thought it was weird that the workbench uses medicinal plants and bioplastics in order to make medical supplies. I'm hoping that the bioplastic is only for the case that the medical supply comes in. Who knows, maybe planet-based vaccines are a little sus. It's like, how much mercury is in that vaccine? Yeah. Uh-oh. One of our drill bots died. Well, it looks like it was completely expired, so that's okay. We got our money's worth out of that drill bot. Okay, good. We have so many robots that rather than human colonists bringing all this stuff out here far, far away from the airlock, it's carry bots. And then construction bots are putting everything together so that we'll be able to have more power collectors. That's what I prefer. I've had incidents where I thought I had enough robots in order to do the construction and carrying things out, and I built far, far away from the airlock, only to find that a human colonist decided to transport things and then died of asphyxiation because their stubby little legs are not very fast on the surface. And they walked too far from the airlock and asphyxiated before they could get back. And on planets with storms, you know, sandstorm, blizzard, whatnot, sometimes it's even worse because they're on their way back, but then they get caught in a storm which slows them down. Meanwhile, they're still consuming oxygen, and they end up asphyxiating because they just cannot get back before they run out of air as they fight the storm. It's always disheartening to see your colonists die that way. Oh, good. Our status is now excellent. So we have enough workers to keep up with everything. So 24 workers and 25 engineers, which means we can build as many robots as we want. And these, well, as long as they're supplied with materials, the spares workshop and the semiconductor foundries should be running all the time. Now these are the manufacturing limits that we've set. So since we currently have 20 medical supplies, that's why our laboratory is not producing anymore, because it's hit its limit, and we currently have those 20 supplies on hand in case we need them. The spares have a set limit, so we have room for a couple more. And so as soon as the spares workshop is provided with materials, it'll begin building and making up 2 more in order to get up to its target goal. We still need more semiconductors, so those can be built. I know we're getting close to our limit on carrier bots, but I think we probably need more, so I'm going to set that limit higher. And I believe we're at our limit for construction bots, for drill bots, but those carrier bots, they come in handy. So as the base expands, we can always use more of them. Speaking of which, here, let's go ahead and add another bot workshop. This will allow us to work on 2 carry bots at the same time, because carry bots are the default. And we have so many robots now that we'll go ahead and we will double the number of repair pads so that bots will be able to come in and get self-service whenever they want. These look like friendlies? Yep, and they are. But I just have to make sure every time. We've been attacked so many times already. Okay, we're still shoring up the power as these power collectors get brought online. And the processing plants are chewing through the supply of ore. It seems like they're doing a good job of it. Now, once they have hit their limit where they've got all of the power collectors up, then I can think about, oh, looks like they, yeah, all but one. Then I can see about expanding the base further. But I wanted to make sure that power, being the most important thing, was addressed first. Now I'm genuinely curious. Will we be able to go into the night with a full charge? I think we will. So even the new power collectors that we just built should be fully charged by sundown. Ah. Oh, shoot. I was hoping that was the last power collector going into place. What? Every once in a while, there's a stupid human that comes out here. Okay, just want to make sure we are still manning the meteorite defenses. Okay, so the radio is disabled in this challenge, as well as the, oh, but the pyramid isn't. These enhance the prestige of the colony, make people more likely to want to come on down. So you know what? Here, we'll put up a signpost. So here's our prestige. It can be anywhere from 1 to 1,000. And the more we have, the more people want to come here. Of course, it also encourages more attacks, too. Okay, yeah, we made it into the night with a full charge. So it should be okay. Alright, more workers. Oh, you know what? I'm just noticing something. We may have hit a tipping point here. Let's see. Oh no, wait a minute, not quite yet. I was thinking that the food was going down, but it's actually still going up. For a while we were having food problems, but we addressed that. Probably have another biodome over here. This looks like this would be tough to get through simply because of where it's at. Just want to make sure ships don't land and I don't fail to notice it. Okay, for future expansion, we will have a biodome here. We're not going to activate it yet, but it will be waiting at such time as the food looks like it starts to go down. Yeah, maybe I overbuilt the power a little bit, but we'll use it. We will definitely use it. Oh, here comes a ship. Let's see what we've got. All friendlies. Excellent. Visitors, or in this case hostile attackers, are immediately obvious because they all wear the same color uniform. Whereas the colonists use uniform colors that indicate their area of specialty. So when I see a mixed set of people getting off the ship, I know it's not an attack. And normally I'd try to cut my way down on these things, but because of the location of this, I'm not sure that I can. Oh, but that's right. We do have tools like the mine. That's actually working pretty well. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find a way to get some leverage here, but I forgot about the mine. Alright. Okay, let's make sure. I don't think I heard any ships, but just in case, I'm keeping an eye out. Whoops, I had it. Where are you going to let me put it? Right there. Ooh, even better. And we cut right through. Whoops, there's a ship. Okay, more good colonists. We are definitely going to have to expand the base very soon. Here, let's go ahead and power this down. We're adding a lot of mouths to feed very quickly. So at some point we're going to see a tipping point where the food stocks start to decrease. But apparently not just yet. have to admit, I'm impressed that the bar is empty. We've added so many people that I would think that that would mean a proportional increase in customers to the bar, trying to maintain their sanity as I adjust to life on my sweatshop in space, but I guess they're all happy. Must be a good sign. Looking at how far I can peel this back. Now, past this point, it's going to go up too high. I won't be able to do anything about that. But below that, I could at least make some inroads here. Please tell me that wasn't a ship. If you're far away, it's quiet. I know, it doesn't make any sense from a sci-fi perspective because there's no sound in space. But I always like to think of it as enhanced audio awareness. I don't know what the actual term is, but I believe that the Air Force is actually looking at a system where the plane will play sound effects that are audio cues in the pilot's helmet to notify them of things that are outside of their range of vision so that they know to look around. And I always thought to myself, at least from a science fiction perspective, that would make a great thing for a space pilot. If you saw the movie 2001, traveling through space is basically, very silent. But there's no reason that your navigation system couldn't put in some audio cues to let you know that ships are nearby, or put in some sound effects that you would natively understand. So I like to think that as I look at the ship's landing, I'm hearing basically the system adding in sound effects where there normally wouldn't be, to make it easier for the operator who's observing things from a distance to be able to have spatial awareness of what's going on. At least that's my thought on it. Shoot, I was hoping I could get that over there. Well, we could still use the mine. There we go. Just keep an eye on these pads. Makes me a little crazy. I want to make sure that I do see any ships that happen to land. Otherwise, if I miss them and attackers get into the base, we could have a bad time. Oh, and then speaking of getting people to come on down, welcome to the Dark Moon. So we have our signpost up, which is adding 5 prestige, which should, there we go, the pyramid is now unlocked. So if we really want to show off and say, hey, you know, you could go to another space colony, but wouldn't you want to go to a colony that has a pyramid? I don't really know what the appeal is, but it gives us some appeal for some reason. There we go. You know what? Here, we can just jam it right over here. Whoops, I thought I could. Let's see who these people are first. Okay, good. More colonists. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and temporarily shut off the landing. We've gotten so many people so quickly. I worry about things like oxygen, food, whether or not we have enough sleeping areas. I'm sure it's probably time to catch up with that stuff. But first of all, let's go ahead and find a spot for our pyramid to go. This wouldn't be too bad. It's not that far from an airlock. Yeah. You know what? This is where the pyramid can go. And this will help with the colony's prestige so that more people will want to come on down here. I don't know why. It's like, come to the Dark Colony and see the pyramid made out of bioplastic. There's nothing in it. It's hollow, but it's awesome to see. Yeah. Okay, and as we do this, like I said, we're also keeping an eye on food stocks. We're still doing okay. Apparently we are still producing enough food for all the people that we have. But we have another biodome that's ready to go. Still at 94%, so it's unnerving to hear them hit so close, but so far they're not hitting the colony. That's a good thing. Oh, that was, speaking of which, that was quick. And the pyramid is up. I don't know, every time I see this thing, it kind of reminds me of that pyramid at the Louvre. Okay, good. We can cut through this. Oh. But unfortunately, that is not a really good... This is much better. So instead of just a single little pipe, this allows us to put down a nice big flat connector. Okay. I get the small one, but not the large one. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should keep that there. So we can leverage it to take on more stuff. So that peels back the layers just a bit more. I really like how this little complex turned out. And I'm thinking of continuing that style elsewhere. Just have to figure out a good direction to go with it. Too bad this thing is in the way. Like I said, this is too tall in order to be able to use my normal tricks in order to get rid of it. I can shear off a little stuff here at the base, but I'm not going to be able to get much further. Although, let's see how far we can get. I'm genuinely curious. It's not going to make that connection. It's too far. Let's see. This will be an overflow lab. So if we need more meat in the future, this will be the place to make it. Well, but at the same time, I'm trying not to block this area. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Now let's see, can we still connect the lab? Yes, we can. Okay, good. There's lots of buildable area out this way. Want to make sure not to block it off, so... we can see about connecting this so that this is all wide open. Well, an easy thing that we always need is more storage. So here we'll put in a storage dome. Oh, it's one or the other, huh? Okay, we can't connect it to the multi-dome, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. I have a feeling, let's see, let me shut that down. We can say that that is for, oh wait a minute, no, it actually does service all of the stuff in this area, never mind. Okay, this one we'll shut down, because this is future expansion. We're currently well within the limits with our current oxygen generation. I'm trying not to expend any power or water that we don't have to, until such time as it's needed. And we're also going to shut down this lab. Good, and there's an airlock nearby. So it's not too terrible for them to come out here and stage all of the construction materials. And what the heck, like I said, since we can always use more of these, there's no reason not to connect it with yet another. Okay, with that construction underway, go ahead and turn things back on. It's just when I know my attention is diverted elsewhere, I want to make sure that I don't ignore the landing pads, since very bad things can come down from space on them. Oh, and now that we have our pyramid up, we can build a monolith. This will add further to this prestige of the colony. I mean, speaking of 2001: A Space Odyssey, I'm guessing that's the inspiration for the monolith. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why the monolith requires semiconductors, at least in 2001: A Space Odyssey, the monolith was basically an advanced type of robot. It didn't appear to have any moving parts, but it was able to do things without having any kind of arms or anything else. The book was very interesting. I mean, and the movie by itself was left open to interpretation, and a little bit of history behind it. Stanley Kubrick made the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, and Arthur C. Clarke wrote the screen adaptation into a novel, and he added extra things into it. Now, Clarke made that movie completely independently of Arthur C. Clarke, based off of some short stories that Clarke had written, but he didn't take it as input when he did the movie. And he did not want 2001: Space Odyssey to ever have a sequel. So at the end of the movie, he smashed all the models and everything. He wanted to leave it open-ended and open to interpretation. After he passed away, well, they went back and they made a sequel in 2010, The Year We Made Contact, which was actually pretty good, but it kind of pulls the curtain back and reveals a lot of the mysteries, and I think people enjoyed the first one more because it was open to interpretation, although I'll have to admit I enjoyed both of them. I liked 2001 and 2010. I thought they were both very good movies. But a lot of people are not aware that 2001 had a sequel, so yeah, if that's news to you, then you heard it here first. Oh, and the fun part is that 2010 is on YouTube, and not as a pirate copy. It's actually officially licensed, and every once in a while it will be free to view. One of the interesting things about YouTube movies is, I guess, in order to make some extra cash, the movies are uploaded by their various different publishers or distributors up to YouTube, and then they're available for rental. But then every once in a while, they'll go free for like a month or two. So, whoops, we are under attack. So the last time I saw 2010, I happened to catch it on YouTube, where it was free for a little while. Well, you know what? The mines are automated, so once we get people inside, I can go ahead and shut this alert down. Yeah, let's go and shut the alert down. Robots are free to go to work. But we are shutting all of the airlocks. I just have the one airlock open. Oh, and they see that, and they are on their way. Oh, good grief, why? Ah, there are robots for these things. Why are humans piling up at the airlocks in order to take stuff outside? This just complicates things. Alright, let's make them all run around. These new areas have to pressurize, so they're fighting to get their oxygen through this little narrow corridor, but I'm going to make a connection here to an oxygen generator, so it won't be that difficult in the future. Well, that's interesting. They turned around before they got there. I've never seen them do that before. Normally, they'll path all the way to the airlock in question. Crud, these guys are fast. I can't lose track of them. See if we can decoy them back, because we're going to have to close this airlock. This poor guy's getting hungry. He came out here. Oh, he's carrying these spares to a solar panel. He's not going to the airlock. Alright, well then, bully for these guys. I wish he wasn't doing that. Humans should not be doing these things. We have constructor bots for this purpose. That's odd. This airlock is open. Oh, okay. It took them a second to realize that. I was thinking that their pathing got stuck, but apparently not. Ah, but they are running low on oxygen. These O2 indicators are an indication that the oxygen is running out. So when hypoxia sets in, then we are home free. They can just lay there and suffocate. guys, you are taking entirely too long to get through this airlock. I'm going to have to shut the door. I was gonna say, I see so many dark collectors, but so many more that are fully charged, so I guess we're okay. I was getting worried for a moment there. Alright, these airlocks are busy. Alright, we're gonna have to close this. Okay, good, worker. So a nice, nice hard-working colonist. I hate having to do this to my own colonists, but these people need to die. Meanwhile, we can open up these other airlocks, which are far away. And we can even open up the one behind them. I have a feeling that our visitors are about to succumb to oxygen deprivation. Here they go. Now, this guy's not doing so great. Alright, all the airlocks are open. Please get inside. Back here, we'll follow this engineer. He is tired, he is hungry, he is thirsty. He needs oxygen. It looks like he'll make it. Sorry you had to be on the surface for this, but we had to make sure that we got them all. I don't know, maybe at this point, maybe I should recruit some guards so that we're not constantly going through this and we could deal with these intruders in short order. Okay, alright, so Randall here is safe. He's getting the oxygen he needs. Now he's gonna go have a nice drink of water. There's some liquid happiness available, and he can get himself something good to eat. Oh, probably some sleep as well. Yep, going to go get meal. Okay, so everybody is safe and happy as the installation is expanding. Oh, yeah, we need some more semiconductors. Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe we should expand semiconductor production. Okay, please don't be another attack. Alright. You know what? Let's go ahead and turn off the pads for a little while. We're at 90 colonists, and we need to do some expansion. And I need to be able to take my eyes off the pads without being nervous all the time, so we're going to put up 2 more semiconductor foundries, but more importantly, we need to expand mining, because as you can see, we have caught up with the ore that we have. There we go. I can put one right here. So this will add 33% to our raw mining capacity. And let's see. Currently we are set to be able to build 15 drill bots. There are 3 bots per mine, so actually we only have 9 in the mine. So another mine would take us to 12 and would still leave us 3 in reserve. So I guess we don't have to build any more drill bots, we just need another mine. This way we can keep the processing plants fed with the ore that we need, so we can build more structures and expand the base. This also feeds the factory so that spare parts and semiconductors can be made. And we still need more of everything, but we are outside the normal shipping lane, so we can't take advantage of trading ships, so we have to make it all ourselves. Okay, I think this is probably a good spot to end this video here. Join me next time here on Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming channel as we continue to have fun with the Dark Moon Challenge. We're getting to the point where once that monolith goes up, I'd like to rapidly expand the base. We've taken in some more personnel, but we haven't expanded the base's facilities. Some of these people are unemployed, we need to get them some jobs and start building up. Plus, I can see that our food stocks are finally going down, so that future biodome that I just put up is probably going to see some action here very soon. Let's see, water is okay. O2 has taken a beating. More people breathing the air, and so overall the oxygen levels are, they're not 100%. Well, that's okay. We have a reserve oxygen generator waiting to contribute, so we're planning ahead. All right, and with that, oh, let's see. This is another storage. Okay, yeah, that can be operational. That way they can dump things in there. Join me next time here on Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming channel for more fun in Planetbase as we work on the Dark Moon Challenge. We'll get there. I'm being a little overly cautious, you know, so I have an insane amount of hardware here for power generation, for food generation. I'm rather determined to ensure that I don't accidentally starve the colony or use up all the power and then everybody asphyxiates in the night. I've done that before. You learn from those things eventually after enough colonists die. Enough colonists have died that I did learn my lesson. So we'll see you in the next episode. And here, let me go ahead and save my spot here. And I will see you next time.